great leaders. I have two brief comments.
Just like these people have their right to make
I have
voices.
two
They
brief
have the right to
comments.
clap. They have the right to.
I have been traveling throughout the country, and
Right now we have
speaking
Khizr
with
Kahn.
communities.
Khizr Kahn
There
says
is
he's for
the difference in the community's morale and their hopefulness, where leaders of the community have stood up, where patriots like you have come together. The morale of the community, their hopefulness is the highest. So thank you for standing the values, thank you for standing for the values of this country, for the values of our forefathers, for the values of decency. I want to share a personal experience, a personal story that sums it up for all of us. We received thousands of letters from our well-wishers, folks that have wished us well. There is one letter that stands out. It's a 26-page letter written by an retired army nurse. She served in Second World War in Europe. She writes, Mr. and Mrs. Kahn, continue to speak. The only difference, what took place prior to, during, and after Second World War was because the evil forces, the forces against the humanity, took control of the situation. No one spoke, and millions of our Jewish brothers and sisters were exterminated. And today, this community, including us, we continue to speak against these darkness, this dark chapter that is being written in our country. We will not let that happen. We will continue to speak. We will continue to stand together. We will continue to stand for the values of our country.
That's
We will not go back. Our civil rights leaders have brought us here. Our civil rights leaders have made us able to stand up and speak. We will not be going back. I want you to know this, that speak wherever you can. Remain standing.
That's right.
Remain standing. Speak. Remain standing. They will try to malign you. Never mind. This dark chapter in the history of this country will never be written as long as these patriots are standing and speaking. Continue to speak. Stand next to one another. Stand next to your brother and sister so that they will not be harmed. I am so proud of every person standing. I am grateful. I look to the Carter Mountain. I apologize for losing my composure. Whenever I look up there, I am reminded of our values. I am reminded of the values of pluralism, the value of freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of gathering. You are testament to that those values have made us beacon of hope in the entire world. We will remain that way. We will continue to be beacon of hope for the rest of the world. I am grateful to let me speak. I am grateful. Allow me to stand before you. Thank you very much.
We're going to hear next from Karim, Ginena. And I'm going to ask, we have some folks who are trying to sort of distract and make a lot of noise over here. I hope that everybody can stay afterward and hear you guys out. There's a free speech wall right over there, but as a matter of just respect and allowing everyone to make some arguments, I hope everybody here could just move closer to this free speech wall if you have something to say that isn't what we're here to do right here. With that, I'm going to turn over the mic to Karim Ginena. Hello, Charlottesville! Thank you, Mayor Signer, for bringing us together. This is a great opportunity, and we will not let anyone distract us. The developments of this past week have left most of us numb. Be it the Muslim ban, the rejection of refugees, or the building of the Khizr wall. All these shameful decisions contradict the values of openness, diversity, and freedom of religion that form the bedrock of this country. Indeed, the Muslim ban not only goes against our values, it also goes against the Constitution, because it excludes people because of their faith. Do we reject people because of how they look, speak, or pray? Our diversity is the source of our strength, not weakness. Let's not forget that this country was built by immigrants. Steve Jobs was the son of a Syrian immigrant. The owner of Chobani is an immigrant from Turkey. We all immigrated here at one point or another. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well that 2/3 of President Trump's wives are recent immigrants. Let's not forget that Muslims are not new to America. Up to 30% of the African slaves that were brought to serve on plantations in the New World were Muslims. Unfortunately, this president has exploited fear to attack our greatest strength, our diversity.
That's right.
He has also destroyed many families and aspirations. As a result of this ban, spouses are being separated from each other, parents from their children, workers from their jobs, and students from their universities. Why? Because they're Muslim. And since when do we chase those who are fleeing war and persecution, yearning to breathe free because of their faith? Do you remember 5-year-old Omran Daknish from Aleppo, who was pulled out of the rubble and photographed seated in an ambulance with a stunned look on his face? Do you remember 3-year-old Alan Kurdi, lifeless on the shores of Greece? Do we turn our backs on these refugees?
No!
Let's not forget, oh people, that the most important branch of government is not the executive branch. It's not the legislative branch. It's not the judicial branch.
People!
It's you and I, the people! We are the first and last line of defense. Since this is the city of resistance, as Mayor Signer has just announced it to be, I want you to raise the fist of resistance, the fist of unity, and to say, the people united will not be defeated. The people united will not be defeated. The people united will not be defeated. The people united will not be defeated.
Good job.
Next up, Harriet Kuhr, the Executive Director of the IRC here.
So, can you hear me?
Love silences hate! 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 Love silences hate!
Karim did such a fabulous job. I think he's pretty much stated the message, but I want to just reiterate a couple points. Let me ask you this. Standing in front of our founding fathers is an America that is ready to turn its backs on refugees and betray our core values as a country, something that we're ready to put up with. No. Okay. All right.
There we go.
All right, I'll just hold it. All right.
There you go.
So, is an America that's ready to relinquish its spot as the leading humanitarian light in the world, an America we want to see move forward? No. So refugees coming here, how they became branded as potential terrorists is really hard to understand. Refugees coming here are the victims of terrorism, fleeing violence, persecution. They are desperate for a place to come and find safety and a place to start a new life. In this atmosphere where we are, they're seen as somehow threats to our country. It's really hard to understand. Right now, as you know, the President has completely stopped all refugee arrivals for the next 120 days. Of all countries, not even the countries he's mentioning. Right, and then he has also cut in half the number of refugees we're able to resettle this year. There are currently 60,000 refugees in the pipeline overseas who've already been fully vetted, along with the most stringent security clearances and vetting of any immigrant entering the United States who have just lost their opportunity, perhaps forever, to come here and to rebuild their lives. So, I'm just here with you because we want to speak out on behalf of these people. They need us. They need us. They need an opportunity to come here. And I also think that somehow branding this as security, tell me what makes America more vulnerable than an America that's ready to turn its back and watch people suffer in the most terrible circumstances because we have branded them as a danger to us. This does not make us safer. It in fact, is a gift to our enemies. So we have a family. There's a Syrian family here that just arrived less than 2 weeks ago. Mother, father, 2 teenage children, who was waiting for their adult daughter, son-in-law, and baby granddaughter to come tomorrow. They have just been blocked. That even this family cannot even be reunited. And this is what we're facing. families split asunder. My question to you is this an America we recognize? Is this the America we stand for? So thank you so much.